Good morning, Junior 4. In this video, I will talk about lesson 1, which is called adaptation. So, what is the meaning of adaptation? To know the meaning of adaptation, you have to look for this picture. Look for these pictures. We have different living organisms. Here we have, in the first picture, for example, we have plant. In the second picture, we have an animal. And the last picture, we have human. You have to know that all living organisms can make something to keep alive or to be alive in the different conditions in the environment. So, palm tree, leaves of the palm tree are covered with waxy layer, to protect them from extreme hot. What is the meaning of extreme hot? It means very hot. The weather is very hot. So, leaves of the palm tree are covered with waxy layer to protect them from the hot or the very hot weather. Another example for animals, lizards. Lizards live in desert. So it protects itself from the sunny day by finding shaded area. Shaded area means away from the sun. Okay? And this person, protect herself by using light clothes and using umbrella. So, all these living organisms make something called adaptation. So, what is the meaning of adaptation? It means characteristic or a way or a property. It is a characteristic or way or a property of living organisms that allow them to change over generations and help them survive and reproduce in the ecosystem or in the environment. What is the meaning of ecosystem? It's the environment they live in. Okay? So what is the meaning of adaptation? It's a characteristic or a way for a living organism, allow them to change over generations and help them to survive and reproduce. What is the meaning of reproduce? Give generations, produce another one. Okay? So now I will talk about adaptation of penguin to survive in the cold environment. What is the meaning of cold? It's cold. It is snow. Okay? So you have to know, look at penguins. Okay, they live in Antarctica. What is the meaning of Antarctica? It has polar climate. Okay? And it's cold, very, very cold. Okay? So penguins have fat layer and thick downy feathers. Why? To keep the body warm in the freezing cold. So the penguin body is covered with fat layer and thick downy feathers. Why? To keep the body warm. In the freezing cold, so they can stay alive. Okay? They can keep alive without dying. After that, you have to know, look at this picture. Penguin feet don't have feathers or fat layer. Okay? Don't have feathers and no fat layer. But it can stand on the ice all the day. How come, Junior 4? Due to something called the way of movement of blood in the blood vessels through the penguin's feet. By what? The way of movement of blood in the blood vessels through the penguin's feet. What is the meaning of blood vessels, Junior 4? Blood vessels means something inside our bodies help the blood to move in all body parts. Blood vessels means what? It's an something inside our body, help the blood to move to all the body parts. Okay, jr4? So, what is the meaning of way of movement of blood in the blood vessels through the penguin feet? What is the meaning of this way? You have to know that the blood vessels in the body, in the upper part of the penguin, it's cold or hot. It's cold because the penguin body, okay, has feathers and downy feathers, thick downy feathers to keep the body warm. So, the upper part of the penguin is hot or is warm, but the feet of the penguin is cold. So, the blood vessels bring cold blood up from the feet. After that, other blood vessels bring warm blood down to the feet from the body. How come? You have to know that when the cold blood vessels and the warm blood vessels, they meet together, okay, they turn around each other. So, the heat will transfer or will move from the hot blood vessels or warm blood vessels to the cold blood vessels. So, the cold blood vessel will be warm. So, this is the meaning of the way of movement of the blood in the blood vessels of the penguin feet. So, another time, for the second time, listen to me carefully, jr4. The way of movement of blood in the blood vessels through the penguin feet, you have to know that upper part has warm blood vessels, but the feet have cold blood vessels. So they meet together, okay, the cold go up and the warm go on. So when they meet together, the warm blood vessel turn around the cold blood vessel. So it will give it the heat. So the cold blood vessel become warm. So by this way, the penguin can live in Antarctica or in the polar climate in the freezing cold all the day without dying. Okay, jr4? Okay. After that, we have to know what is the meaning of camouflage. Look at these pictures. You will see the animals hide in the environment. Take the same color of the environment they live in. Okay? So, camouflage. Repeat with me. Camouflage. It's a way of adaptation or an example of adaptation in which some animals hide from their predators or their prey, okay, by blending in the surrounding environment. What is the meaning of blending in the surrounding environment? Take the same color of the environment, of the surrounding environment. So camouflage is a way or an example of adaptation in which some animals hide from the predators. What is the meaning of predators? Animals want to eat them. Or their prey. What is the meaning of prey? The animals, they will eat them. Okay? Predators, animals want to eat them. But prey, the animals, they have to eat or feed on them. Okay, jr4? So, the first example, we have polar bear. Look at the picture of polar bear, you will understand. You have to know that polar bear lives in the Arctic region. And it's one of the most coldest places. Okay, jr4? So the polar bear has thick white fur. So, polar bear has thick white fur. Why thick and why white? Thick fur to blend in, white fur to help the polar bear blend in snow. Take the same color of snow, okay? So it can catch the prey easily. Can sneak up on its prey. What is the meaning of sneak up on its prey? It means catch the prey easily. Okay, because it has the same color of snow, white. And also it has, polar bear has white thick fur to keep the body warm in the cold. Okay, jr4. So the first example about camouflage, number 1, polar bear. Repeat with me. Polar bear. Polar bear. Polar bear lives in Arctic region, one of the coldest places. Okay? And it has thick white fur. Thick fur to keep the body warm. To keep the body warm. But white fur to blend in snow. To blend in snow to catch the prey easily. After that, brown bear and dark bear. Brown bear and dark bear. Brown bear brown bear and dark bear, they live in forests. Live in forests, and they have dark fur or brown fur. Okay? To hide among the trees to hunt the prey. To hunt the prey or to catch the prey. So, polar bear, white fur, to keep warm and to hide in the snow. But brown or dark bear, they live in forests and they have dark or brown fur to hide among the trees. To hide among the trees to hunt the prey easily. To hunt the prey easily. Okay? Number 3. Caracal and fennec fox. Caracal and fennec fox. Caracal and fennec fox. They live in deserts. Okay? And look at these pictures. You will see that they have sandy colored fur. What is the meaning of sandy colored fur? Take the same color of sand. The same color of sand. Why? To help them blend in desert. In the sand of the desert. Okay, so they take the same color of the sand. Okay, jr4. So I talk about polar bear. Number 2, brown and dark bear. Number 3, fennec fox and caracal. Okay, they have sandy colored fur. Sandy colored fur. Okay, jr4. The last example about camouflage, some types of lizards. Look here, you will see the body of this lizard is covered with colorful scales. Is covered. The body of this lizard is covered with colorful scales. Colorful scales. Okay? Why? Because it lives in deserts among the colorful rocks. It lives between colorful rocks. So the colorful scales help these types of lizards, okay, help them to be hard to see among the rocks. It's very difficult or it's very hard, okay, to be seen among the colorful rocks because it has colorful scales on its body, on all the body. So the colorful scales on the body of lizard help it to can't be seen. Can't be seen among the colorful rocks. Okay, jr4. Okay.